Welcome to the Format with your boy Matt Jackson, aka Joffrey Killer Baby, aka Lord Atheist, aka Wrestling Matt, aka Lick My Plate 1212, whatever. Go subscribe to those channels, Lick My Plate, Lord Atheist, Joffrey Killer, and this one. I'll put it in the description. The channels will be in the description if you want to go and subscribe. The last time I did that, it actually worked. So, today's episode of the Format, I know last night, which I knew going into it last night, that, and go ahead and subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, and comment if you want to. But anyway, I would like to have some more comments. I'd like to have comments on these videos. I don't ever get any comments. People are watching them, but no one's commenting. I would like to see that. And cracking over me a Hurricane. That's a beer. So a Hurricane. I got me one of them. I got me two of them. 6 points. 6.0. Anyway, so AEW Full Gear. Last night, AEW Full Gear. All Elite Wrestling's Full Gear pay-per-view review right now coming from me. I know everybody else does these reviews, but I mean, you can't have too many people reviewing it because everybody's got a different opinion. And so anyway, so I put this AEW Full Gear prediction video up last night. I put it up an hour and a half before the pay-per-view, hoping I would get some. Well, I was hoping it would work. It was like 10 views or something on there. I don't know what it is at now, but I know the last time I checked this morning it was like 10 views. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Maybe it was the wrong time to put the video up. Oh well, my bad. Still a prediction video if you want to know if I was right about any of the matches last night. If you want to know that I was right or not. So, yeah. I was basically right about every match. I was right about every match. But there was a couple that I was like, they have got to get. I know they'll probably go this way, but I'm also thinking from the mindset that I've always thought from, because WWE has been the constant over WCW. Back when I was a kid, WCW, ECW, and WWE were a constant together, but now it's just the WWE. So now I've gotten so used to how WWE books their matches, World Wrestling Federation, or World Wrestling Entertainment, the way they book their matches and how you would like, okay, so John Cena versus, I don't care who it is. You're thinking, in your mind, you're like, John Cena's winning this. There's no way around it. John Cena's not going to get beat by, I don't know, Baron Corbin, and the next thing you know, Baron Corbin wins. That's what AEW does. They do that opposite shit. So there was a lot of these matches I was like, no, they are definitely going to be, this guy's going to win, or this guy's going to win, or whatever, and have you. And it kind of what I thought and expected, but there's a couple matches on here that I'll talk about that I'm like, wow, they didn't go the route that something like WWE would have went, And I'm going to try to make these videos a little bit shorter than usual, because I'm thinking maybe if you don't want to watch 30 minutes of, or listen to me talk for 30 minutes or whatever. So I'm going to try to keep them as short as possible, so maybe I can get better views on that. Maybe that's why, I don't know. I'm just trying different things. But anyway, we're going to literally start off from the first match, from the buy-in match, all the way to the main event. The buy-in match, I had totally, and I didn't forget about it, but I guess the names in the matches, maybe one name I didn't remember. But it's Nyla Rose, and Jamie Hayter, which she is a hater, but anyway, I'm just playing. Jamie Hayter versus, Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida. I hope I pronounced that right, because I love this girl. Anyway, and that was a fantastic match. If anybody knows these four girls, they're great matches. Sorry about that. They're great matches. Nyla Rose, top tier talent. I mean, she's pretty good. Jamie Hayter, top tier talent. Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida, they're all top talent in this match. And this was a great match. To start off the buy-in with this type of a match was pretty damn dope. So I thought it was pretty good to have. I guess that started off because there was no other matches on the actual card that I might have put there. Because the Elite Click, or what's it called? I don't know, Super Click or whatever. I don't think I would have done that. But if it was any of the 3 guys, I probably would have put Jurassic Express and Christian Cage on first match, but Other than that, or you could have put, I don't know if you would want to do that to Malachi Black, but that match, I didn't even know it was going to happen. We're going to get to that, but there was one match on this whole card I didn't even know was going to happen, so I didn't get to predict that match in the prediction video, so that match didn't get predicted because I didn't know it was happening. And we started off with the tag team match. It was a pretty good match. I'm telling you, they did some good stuff in that match. You just don't have to watch it. I'm not trying to give away anything because pay-per-view is still fairly new. This is going up, this is probably going to go up today. As I record it. After I record it, it's probably going to go up, and it is a Sunday. It's 4:33 right now in the middle of the day, and I'm like, let me go ahead and knock this out before I get into some games and stuff today. Anyway, so second match, well, the first match to start the whole card off, and I thought this was wild because I was on YouTube watching the buy-in. When the buy-in stopped, the beginning of the pay-per-view started. The whole was against the law thing pops up. And then here comes MJF and Darby Allen. So people that watched it on YouTube did get to see their entrances for free. Got to see the whole, both their entrances for free, and then they cut it or whatever. I was like, damn, are they going to give it to us for free? And they didn't. I watched it, though. I'm not giving away how I watched it, but I watched it. It was good. But then we had Darby Allen versus MJF. Okay, that starts off the actual pay-per-view. MJF and Darby Allen. That was a fantastic match. I'm talking, if you're out there saying MJF sucks as a wrestler, you're damn wrong. And you're full of shit. He's not a shitty wrestler, he's a shitty person. There's a difference. Big difference. This guy is so talented. You literally have to go and watch Darby Allen versus MJF. It was one of the greatest things I've seen in a while. I mean, Darby Allen went to go do, MJF was laying on the outside where the hardest part of the ring is, and he's laying there, and then Darby went up for a coffin drop, and he went up there, and then when he dropped, it was goddamn, he moved and he hit the side. It was a crazy match. You have literally got to go see that match. I love Darby Allen's makeup was dope. I liked both their gears, of course. MJF had some really good gear on. I thought his gear was really, really cool. To see him in some, I think it was a bright pink or some type of pink color or whatever. Very dope. MJF, you're the man. Darby Allen, you're better, but you're both up there, man. They're both great talents. I mean, MJF, I'm sorry, Maxwell Jacob Friedman is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Greatest heel, whatever. Amazing match. Tons of big-time moves. I mean, they were doing big-time moves in this match, too. It was very impactful, very hard-hitting. At the end of the match, of course, MJF wins or whatever. But Sting comes out and destroys the Pinnacle with a chair, I believe it was, or some type of weapon. He destroys the Pinnacle, which was really cool to see. Like, he was beating up all of them. It was great. Go back and watch that match. The second match on the actual card was Lucha Brothers versus Fuck the Revival. I mean, FTR. Forever the Revival. Forever Real. Or Forever the Realist. Whatever you want to call them. I forget what they're called, but anyway, the FTR. It's for the tag titles. Epic match. Epic match. If you want to see a really good tag team match, go and watch this pay-per-view. Please watch the pay-per-view. If your buddy ordered it and still has it on his TV, go and watch that motherfucker. Alright? Pay him to watch it. Pay him $5, $10, give him $1 for it. I don't know. Just see this show. So the third match was Miro versus Brian Danielson. Oh my God. Has this been not the hardest to change over from Daniel Bryan to Brian Danielson? I did it pretty good because before Daniel Bryan was ever Daniel Bryan in the WWE, I watched him as Brian Danielson. So I've always known him as Brian Danielson. So to transfer back or to be Brian Danielson for his whole indie career, then go to another name, Daniel Bryan, back to Brian Danielson. It wasn't that hard to keep up with and to keep it in my head. He's like the easiest one. Now Miro, that is. I'm starting to get around to calling him Miro, but I'll slip up and say Rusev a lot because I kind of liked Rusev a little more than Miro, but I've got to get used to this Miro thing so I can actually appreciate it. I like it anyway. to be Miro, it says Toby Miro. If you look at it, if you put 2 and B together, it's Toby. So I always thought he was Toby Miro at first. Anyway, so that was a great match. I'm talking about, this was a number 1 contenders match. And Miro damn near destroyed Brian Danielson. He damn near destroyed him. I mean, he was overhead German suplexing him on the outside. I mean, he was destroying Brian Danielson. I have no clue how Brian Danielson, I know how he won. I watched it. But, oh my God, it was a brutal match. I mean, Miro literally beats the ever-loving shit out of Brian Danielson. It was a great match. I've never seen them two fight before, or fight like that, because I'm pretty sure they've never fought for WWE. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm almost guaranteeing they never fought each other in WWE. I'm not sure. I think they said something or mentioned that. But that great number 1 contenders match. Brian Danielson's going for the AEW World Championship soon. I don't know when they're going to do that, but that is going to be a phenomenal match, and we'll get to the main event. But brutal match. I mean, this match was I couldn't even sit here and wrote down notes on everything they did. This is a match that I don't want to give away shit. You got to go see Miro versus Brian Danielson. You will not regret it. Fucking great. If you hate Brian Danielson, you want to see him get his ass whooped, good. This is the match for you. If you're a Miro fan and you don't care who he's fighting, you want him to destroy whoever, this is a good match for you. If you're a Brian Danielson fan, this is a great match for you. Even though you get to see your freaking hero get killed, but it still wins the match. Because I went to WrestleMania 30. Of course, I was given the tickets from a friend of mine. He gave me 2 tickets, and so whoever took me down there had a ticket too. So I went down there, but that whole year, before I got the tickets, I was like, I really want to go to WrestleMania this year, and it's because of Daniel Bryan. He had 2 matches, or he could have had 2 matches, and he ended up having 2 matches. Beating Triple H the first match, going to the triple threat match in the end against Randy Orton and Batista. Fucking fantastic matches, okay? Daniel Bryan is an amazing talent. I bought the actual Yes Movement shirt at WrestleMania, literally in the building, leaving WrestleMania at night. I ended up picking up that shirt and buying it. It was like a $40 shirt. I bought it on the way out. I had a lot of money that year. Anyway, so he's a reason for a lot. I love him, and I love the Yes Movement, and I love everything about Daniel Bryan and how he's raising his kids, and I just love everything about him. He's a great, genuine person, and he's an actual fucking wrestler. Unlike all these other talent out here that just have a fucking gimmick, okay? And I'm not talking about your Danhausen's, I'm not talking about your Undertakers and stuff like that, because they actually can put boots to asses. They actually got something behind that paint or behind that gimmick. They're actually wrestlers. Like, a lot of people think Danhausen is just just somebody in makeup. No, he's not. He's actually really phenomenal. He's just as good as Finn Balor. I mean, he's just as good as him, Daniel Bryan. You can put Danhausen, Donovan Danhausen, or just Danhausen, doesn't matter, gimmick or no gimmick. You can put him in the talking, in the same sentence as CM Punk. He's that good. He's just as good as a Finn Balor. I want to see Danhausen versus Finn Balor, but I want to see Danhausen face Finn Balor as Donovan Danhausen. Like, less the gimmicky stuff and more of that real wrestling stuff, and you would understand, you would see. You have to see Donovan Danhausen. Okay, I'm getting too much on Donovan Danhausen. We should do a whole podcast about me talking about Donovan Danhausen. Now, I will be doing that. But anyway, so that match was just really good. Perfect match for a number 1 contenders match. Perfect. The match was great. Everything made sense. But anyway, so definitely brutal match. Now we're going to a kind of it's a 6-man match. Or, was it? Yeah. 6-man match. 3 on each side. Christian Cage versus the Jurassic Express. Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus. Or Vibra, whatever his name was in Lucha Underground. Anyway, they faced the Super Click, the Young Bucks, and Adam Cole. Baby. This match was phenomenal. Okay, so this match right here was so fucking good. I swear to God, I ain't even fucking kidding you. Fucking Young Bucks had these covers for their knee pads that literally had thumbtacks all over the knee pad. So when they V-triggered you, or whatever it's called that they do, that needs the face thing. Anyway, They had the thumbtacks on her knee. It's sick. Okay, y'all have got to see that match. That match was phenomenal. I'm probably gonna go back and rewatch this pay-per-view. This is how goddamn good it is. So fucking good. This is probably one of the best ones I've seen yet. With just the way it was done. There was tables in the match. It was a hardcore match. It was a street fight or whatever, but a Minneapolis street fight or something is what they called it. And it was tables. I mean, it was crazy shit. I'm not lying. Okay, Adam Cole, baby, did a Panama Sunrise, that flipping pile driver, the Canadian destroyer thing. He did it on the rampway, the entrance way. He climbed up that little metal thingamajigger that they come out of or whatever. He kind of jumped off there and did the damn flipping thing on who was it on? I can't remember who he did it to. It was either Jack Perry or either it was the Luchasaurus. I can't remember exactly who he did that move to, but it was freaking phenomenal. That match alone was such a great six-man match. It was probably the best six-man match I've ever seen, and it has the Young Bucks and Adam Cole in it, so obviously it's the best six-man match you'll ever see. These Young Bucks are very talented. The match is very hardcore, I'm trying to tell you. Next match. This next match was amazing as hell, too. It was a very good match, too. It was Pac, however you pronounce it, Neville, Adrian Neville, whatever you want to call him, versus Cody Rhodes, Stardust, Cody, American Nightmare, and American Dream, whatever you want to call that boy, versus Aleister, Malachi Black, whatever you want to call him, it's Malachi Black, I'm just playing, or Tommy Ent, no, I'm just playing, I'm going a little too much with that, Andrade Cien, Andrade Iguodala, whatever, I'm just playing around, I'm messing around. That match was very fantastic too. It was a great match. I don't know why Cody's getting booed, but who cares? Who cares if he's getting booed? Malachi Black's got a lot of fans. There's a lot of people who just like Malachi Black because guess what? Talent personified right there. He's talent personified. He's one of the greatest talents we've got. And so is Andrade Cien, and they're actually friends, I believe, in real life. But anyway, so that was an amazing match. I can't help it. That was a great match. So the match I didn't think was going to be on the card, though. That was that match I didn't know about. But, Malachi Black and Andrade won, I think. I think they won. I forgot to write down the winner of that. Pretty sure it was Malachi Black and, Andrade Cien. That was a great match. Like, it was so good. What was it, one part where he was going for the... Man, I can't remember everything happened in that match. It was so good. You just got to watch it. Next match after that, because I'm trying to hurry this up. I'm trying to make it at least 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes. Britt Baker versus Tyconti for the Women's Championship. And that match was really good, too. Tyconti, best match of her career. Literally, I agree with Tony Khan. Best match of her career. Best match I've ever seen out of Tyconti. Not limiting her, not saying anything bad about her. I'm just saying that match was really good. She proved that she deserves to be in that picture with the title. So, great match. Then the match that I waited for and fucking loved. It was bloody. Was the best in the world, my favorite wrestler of all time, other than The Undertaker, and some other ones that are old school. But I'm talking about new school. CM Punk is my favorite wrestler of all time. He still is, and he still always will be. He's my favorite of all time. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston, another favorite of mine. I love Eddie Kingston. CM Punk and Eddie Kingston literally beat the shit out of each other. Like, it was so gruesome. There was some hard hitting. CM Punk actually bled. And he was wearing the best gear ever that night. He's wearing these shorts with the stars on it and shit. And I told everybody, I don't know if I said it in the podcast or said it on here, but I knew that he was going to go back to those shorts. Because he used to wear some shorts like that back in Ring of Honor and stuff like that, but they were longer shorts. So he changed them up a little bit. But what I'm saying is I knew he was going to go from tights to underwear to shorts again. I knew at some point he was going to do it. Great match. CM Punk won. Great fucking match. Inner Circle versus Top Team. And Sky and Ethan Page. I don't remember the other baboons' names, but I don't like American Top Team. I think they're shit. But they did some really good stuff. Y'all gotta go back and watch that match. Inner Circle beats the living hell out of them. Great match. Fantastic match, actually. Really loved Inner Circle versus Top Team and Ethan Page and Sky. And I really love Ethan Page. He actually likes one of my videos on YouTube. Not my video on YouTube. My comment on video. Comment on his video on YouTube is what I was supposed to say. That was a great match. It stayed in the ring. It stayed in the area. It didn't go out and do wild shit like they usually do. But he did a bunch of wild shit. It was a great match. I need to go back and watch this whole pay-per-view. Like I said, I'm talking to you, man. Wrestling Matt about to go re-watch this shit. And then I'm probably going to be mad at myself because I left out something here in this podcast. Shortcasts. Whatever we call these. Anyway, the main event. Kenny Omega, world champion, versus my boy, Hangman Page. He's from Virginia. He's not that far from where I live in Virginia. So, Ayers Creek, Virginia. He lives Ayers Creek, Virginia, which is really close to where I live. He used to work for Pure Pro Wrestling, the same company that I do stuff with, or train with, and help out with occasionally. I kind of stopped for a little bit because but I'm going to go back and get some more in. But where I set my ring up and stuff, Pure Pro Wrestling, where Jimmy Love, Sing Crowley, all these guys have wrestled. Adam Page, Hangman, Adam Page, used to work there. And he used to get booked there and matches there. And he's probably held some of their titles. He probably held the Southeastern Championship down there. And now look at him. He's the world champion, and he came from Virginia. Okay? My boy came from Virginia while the other man lived in Canada. So these two boys grew up, one in Virginia, one in Canada. And then they meet each other later on in life. And now look at him. Now Hangman Adam Page is the AEW world champion. And congratulations, Hangman Adam Page. You probably will never hear me say this, but congratulations. And Brandon Turner is also congratulating you too, because y'all used to know each other back in the day. My best friend Brandon Turner and Adam Page used to be friends, so to speak. Friends. They used to go. They ate at Hams one night together, and they were just friends through Brandon's other friend Courtney Montgomery, and or Court Montgomery, whatever you want to call him. Court's not that much different from Courtney, but he doesn't like being called Courtney, but it's Court. Court and Courtney are the same name, so it's whatever. Anyway, but with that, they knew each other a long time. Now look at them. Now their friend that they know is actually the world champion of AEW. So I know some people that I'm really close friends with that knew Adam Page. It's dope. This went a little bit longer than I thought, but it's fine. Because I got to talk about Adam Page and how I know people that know Adam Page. And I've met other wrestlers that knew the Revival as well. So, really cool. Really cool to work and be around these indie wrestlers that have also worked with names that are big now. Like Cedric Alexander worked for Pure Pro Wrestling too before he was in WWE. So, there's a lot of guys that's actually came through Pure Pro Wrestling where I go. We did some training and stuff like that, and know quite a few people down there, friends with Jimmy Love and stuff like that, and they've had all these big names before they were big on their shows, and now look, we get to sit around and be like, oh, look at one of our guys is the world champion, one of our guys did this, or one of our guys made it here or there, because a lot of the people that I know and worked with and trained with, there's a lot of guys that I've worked with and trained with, and have been in the same ring and in the same building and the same stuff like that, and ended up being on Raw. I've been in the same building as the Dawson brothers, and guess what? They were security guards for Alexa Bliss. A lot of guys. One of the Bobby Lashley's fake sisters, Roosevelt. What's his name? I can't remember the name. He's changed his name. Victor something. Victor Roosevelt. I know he's changed his name a couple times. Anyway, he was one of the sisters of Bobby Lashley. I know him personally. There's quite a few other people that are getting called up that I know personally. Really dope. I would love to see my boy Sing Crowley get to the top. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it 25 minutes. So I'm about to end this video. Hope y'all like, subscribe, share, and remember, stay off the dark web. Oh, I'm just playing. But remember, watch your wrestlings, love every company, and be good to each other. The Format is out, baby.